Hi, I'm Sue, your Magnificence mentor. Welcome to Magnificence Moments. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is number 11 in the series of 30. The topic today is authenticity. A dear friend recently posted on Facebook, "Be yourself. The world will adjust." Well, I love that idea, and I certainly strive to be who I am as often as possible. But some days it can be a real challenge. We want to be authentic. We want people to see the real us. But sometimes fear stops us. And I know in my past, lots of times societal norms have stopped me from being or saying, either being myself or saying what was on my mind. So I think it's a bit of an experiment to try it out. Certainly, our closest family and friends see more of the authentic us than maybe strangers on the street will. And that's pretty natural and pretty normal, I think. We don't want to be isolated, so we'll behave in ways that we think are acceptable, that we think will get us to the next step of wherever we're going. So phrases like dress for success and fake it till you make it and always have a smile on your face. These are all guidelines that people give us that may or may not work for us in any given moment. Yes, by nature, I tend to be nowadays a pretty sunny person, and I like to have a smile on my face most of the time, and I like to feel happy most of the time. But I do have my moments where life bites and I'm not happy. I want to have a little pity party, and I'd sure like to invite a whole lot of people to come and be right there with me in my misery. Well, that's authentic. That's how I feel. However, one of the things that I've noticed is in being yourself, being you and how you behave being you are two different scenarios. So one of I guess, the corollaries that I use for myself is if I'm happy and it's appropriate to really share that, then I do. If I'm upset and it's not appropriate in that moment to criticize, blame, show my anger, whatever it is, then I may not show as much of what's really going on inside of me for whatever reason, because I don't think it's appropriate, or I'm a little concerned that it might do harm to someone else. Well, only you can decide. And of course, because we have free will to choose, then we experiment. Some days I'm very open and authentic to pretty well everybody that I meet, and other days I just kind of keep to myself a little bit more. But guess what? That's authentic. That's me. So when you think about authenticity, how much of the real you do you allow yourself to show? And how many people do you allow yourself to show that to? Are you very different at work, for example, than you are at home? Who is the real you? And what might happen if the real you stands up from time to time? You might be surprised that people's reactions are way different than what you thought. Maybe you don't have anything to fear in being who you are. And that even includes farting in an elevator. Well, that's pretty authentic, right? It might be pretty embarrassing, but guess what? We'll get over it. So be yourself, enjoy your life, because you know what? You are magnificent.